Everyone is from the
it's Wednesday! It's actually, it's hump day, but there is a lady in the room, so I'm not allowed to hump.
That's not true.
No, that's actually discrimination.
That's always been my rule.
No.
You're allowed to do it.
Always
You are
been my
creating
rule.
bias.
I
I don't
don't
like
normally hump if there's a lady in the room. All right?
Yeah, but Joel's here
I
every
don't
day.
normally do it.
All right, your first story for today, Destiny 2 has been confirmed.
What?
Already.
I can't believe it.
Too soon for you.
So did you hate Destiny? That's too bad, because we're in for 100 years of it.
100 years,
100
Destiny.
days, 100 years.
Despite all you guys complaining loudly over and over again that Destiny is the worst game of all time, it has actually been an unparalleled success.
That's true. According to a recent Activision investor call, Destiny has a ridiculous 9.5 million registered users.
Damn!
Jeez.
These aren't players that bought the game and tossed it out the window either. According to Activision, the game's active players are clocking in more than 3 hours a day, right, Lawrence?
Wow.
Yeah, the only catch is they don't qualify what an active player is. I would get something like they play at least once a week, and of those, they all play at least 3 hours a day, but we don't really know.
Lawrence, how much money have they made?
They grossed $325 million in its first 5 days.
Holy balls.
So if you buy into the number that was thrown around a long time ago that the game total was 500 million, they probably cleared that easily by this point.
So, and with a success like that, it is no surprise that Activision publishing CEO Eric Hirschberg confirmed a full sequel by saying work has also begun on future expansion packs as well as our next full game release.
So that's it, everyone. We did it. 100 years of Destiny.
Right.
Actually, well, maybe it's more like 10. Recall that back in 2010, Bungie and Activision's partnership included 10 years of exclusivity, and Bungie has a plan for the entire decade of Destiny.
This is very true. In an interview with GameIndustry.biz, Bungie COO Pete Parsons, he described how they intend to steward the SS Destiny. All aboard!
Hi, matey! Woo-hoo!
He said, I quote, "We sat back long before we even came to our partnership with Activision, thinking about we wanted to tell a story over 10 years.
Wow.
We wanted each one of these things to have its own beginning, middle, and an end, but we really wanted to step back. And we can do it."
Was he talking here, or was he having a stroke?
I'm having a hard time reading this.
I know.
We've done it before, we did it with Halo, but we didn't plan it out.
Oh, well, at least
Thanks.
they're honest.
Great. They said one of my favorite game franchises sucks. So since we're in it for 10 years of Destiny, let's throw our thoughts in and guess what will happen.
Lawrence, what will happen?
Peter Dinklage is gonna die!
Well, it has to. He's too expensive.
Has to die.
Wait, Jim Carrey. Who put Jim Carrey in?
I did. Replace him with Jim Carrey.
What?
New celebrity every game.
All right,
Let's
okay.
do it. We'll round it off with Michael Keaton.
Do you think Cortana will come back?
She's the wrong game.
Oh,
She's already back.
hold on. I got an idea. Now, if we had a Mr. Chef Destiny crossover, similar to when the Ninja Turtles met the Power Rangers, can you imagine
No.
Destiny and Halo
Hold on.
being in the same universe?
What season of Power Rangers did this crossover take place?
Season 7?
That might be right.
Lawrence wants to meet the guy from Marathon or whatever.
Who's that, Lawrence?
That'd be cool.
Who is it?
He's just some guy who doesn't say anything. It's actually like every other Bungie protagonist ever that they've ever made.
Personally, for me, I would like to see some kind of story, whether that's in the actual game, an animated series, or got a book, anything.
Sure.
Just something, please. I think the Destiny universe is pretty cool, and it would be nice to have some actual characters, flesh it out, rather than dudes with little exclamation points over their heads.
Also, you might maybe get a space gun that shoots fairy dust.
What?
And then you also get an extra hand to shoot more guns.
Actually, we were talking about this. It would be kind of cool in the next game to get to play as the other races, like the Fallen, who have 4 hands, and you shoot 4 guns.
Cool. Quad wield?
Quad, you need a special controller for it, but it's pretty cool.
What about if the twist was you are the Traveler?
The giant floating thing above Earth.
What about if the twist is you are the Peter Dinklages?
The little floating thing that floats above Earth.
What about if you'd like to go from a patrol mission to a story mission without having to load into orbit? That would be nice.
That would actually be really nice.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
would be
It was
really nice.
season 6.
Damn it!
Sorry, you were close though.
And lastly, for me, I would like more open worlds. The invisible walls kind of suck. Let's just get this GTA Skyrim Love Fest going. It's a giant planet. Just let you go wherever you want. That would be lovely.
I have something that I want to be in Destiny 2.
Uh-huh.
I think during the loading screen, since it shows the spaceships, you should be able to move the analog stick and make your spaceship go back and forth so it feels like you're flying.
I totally agree. That's a great idea.
It's a little thing.
Yet again, let's remind everyone, it's okay if you don't like Destiny. That's fine. But clearly, what, 10 million people?
Close to 10 million, yeah.
No, they don't.
They don't love it?
No.
But they play the game.
They're fooling themselves.
Well, no,
Okay.
they
All right.
hate the game, but they play it.
They play it.
So they hate themselves.
Bunch of chumps.
Let's all just have some fun with Destiny.
No.
If you own the game, maybe have some fun with it.
Will Destiny 2 be on PC?
I don't think Marathon's main character had a name.
On to your trailers, we got the Assassin's Creed Unity 101 trailer. Phil was getting worried because it had been 6 days since the last trailer, but guess what? We got one.
As evidence in our doc.
What happens in the trailer, Phil?
Tells you all about the game.
Every trailer.
How it starts, how it ends, what the next DLC is going to be. Like,
There was 10 studios that developed it for the past 4 years.
Good.
And they talk about story and co-op and all the shit that we've seen before.
If you'd seen Phil, he was doing this.
Yeah.
He didn't care. Just like I don't-
one hand in the pocket, can't be
whatever.
bothered.
Who cares?
Other hand is
Get rid
this.
of this stupid. Is this considered art? What we do?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. If
we say it's art?
yeah.
So it's art?
It's not art. Because I say it's not art.
Oh, so it's not art. Okay.
This is pure entertainment for like one guy.
Hey, Lawrence,
Hey,
is what you do art?
what I do is art all day. I just farted.
Everyone goes for the
Thursday, let's go, Fallout host.
Let's talk about Fallout and how it's never coming out.
Oh man, we've been waiting for years, decades even.
Yeah.
Finally, it's time. Fallout 4!
And just like that, it's gone. No, it'll
What?
never come out.
What?
Yep, just kill yourself now. Kill yourself. Knock yourself out.
We'll wait.
Bolt to the head.
wait.
Hang yourself. Whatever. So in the latest episode, in our tale of broken Fallout dreams, which occurred yesterday, when NeoGAF discovered a German trademark filed for a computer game titled Fallout Shadow of Boston.
I knew it! Initially, this title would make a lot of sense. Rumors dating back to August 2012 suggested that the next Fallout would take place in Boston.
It all started with reports that developers from Bethesda were visiting the Boston area, scouting MIT and the surrounding areas.
Lawrence, that was a real thing, right? They were really doing that?
Well, supposedly, we never got pictures of these people. We never got first-hand accounts of the developers saying, yes, we were in Boston. It was all hearsay. So it's as real as much as you believe the internet, which you probably shouldn't.
Well, sadly, our hopes and dreams amount to nothing more than a dead bloatfly.
So yesterday, the official Bethesda Softworks Twitter account directly denied the filing,
Son of a
stating
bitch.
stating that the German trademark filing that's making the rounds is a hoax.
Oh, man.
This didn't come from our offices.
Oh, gnashing of teeth and crying and wailing.
Mostly from us. Yeah. And this was the latest in a string of Fallout hoaxes, all preying upon the eager fan base that is so hungry for any shred of info, right, Lawrence?
Yeah, most recently in December 2013, there was that website, the TheSurvivor2299.com. It ended up being a massive troll by some asshole who was like, "Yeah, I did it for fun. You guys are assholes. I'm
What a
leaving now."
dick. What
He called
a
himself
dick.
an asshole. He knew it. God damn that guy.
Man, what a dick.
And then you might remember in January 2013, the voice actor for Three Dog accidentally tricked everyone by tweeting that there may be more of the dog coming, before eventually admitting he didn't know anything about the development of any new
What
game.
was he thinking? Why did he do that?
He's like, I didn't read the NDA, I just glanced at it.
All right, so what do we actually know about Fallout 4? We recap this about every 4 or 5 months because there's always a Fallout hoax. First off, we don't even know that it's actually in development.
Correct. In April 2013, the Bethesda team announced that they had wrapped their final Skyrim DLC
Great job.
and have moved on to their next adventure.
Quote, next adventure. We don't, was that Evil Within maybe? Who knows?
They didn't make that.
Whatever. I know. I don't know. What are they making then? And then in February 2014, Bethesda game designer Todd Howard claimed it's going to be a while before they announce their next game. Todd, when is it coming out?
Hey, that's not what I said.
What did
I ain't even never been to Boston.
What?
Okay, well, so...
You know that website, that hoaxy website?
Yeah?
That was mine.
You made
I
that?
made it for a game that I made. But then I deleted the game. Hoaxed you.
Todd?
Wait, why would you do that?
Because I got oil money. And oil money's even...
I don't understand. Todd, how do you have money in oil?
Because I found one.
What? You
I found an oil refiner. No one was using it.
All right, well, I
So I
got...
put it on mailbox out front. And I started working on a new game.
okay, what's the new game called?
I can't tell you. It's a surprise.
All right.
Is it Fallout 4?
No.
So we're sorry to say it, but Fallout 4 still hasn't been officially announced, and it's probably in development. But until that's official, it is not official.
Lawrence, do you think it's in development for real?
I think it is, yeah, but I also think that they're starting from scratch. They were using Gamebryo before, that engine's kind of terrible.
Yeah.
So if they're rebuilding all their tech from scratch and making an open world RPG and making it for next generation or this generation, that's going to take 4 or 5 years. So it's going to be a long time, and they're just managing expectations. They don't want to get people's hopes up for a game that's 3 years away.
So we here at Inside Gaming do think the game is in development. However, we have no idea when we're going to get a trailer or a teaser.
Or what it's going to be called.
We don't even know. So we're going to actually give it a fake name.
Let's
I mean,
do
a
it.
real name. This is probably what it's going to be called.
First up, Fallout 4, The Force Awakens.
Oh, you know, like the new Star Wars. Fallout 4, Spooky 5 Me.
Fallout 3, Dog Night.
You know that guy did the voice, right? His name's 3 Dog Night?
No, it's just 3 Dog. Fallout 4, The Fappening.
Fallout 4, The Evil Within.
Fallout 4, The Lion, the Witch, and the Werewolf from Skyrim.
Oh, yeah. Fallout 4, The Shadow of Mordor. What?
Fallout, The Beginning.
Wait, Fell Out?
The Beginning.
Is it the past of Fallout? Fell Out?
English good.
Fallout 4, Todd Howard's Revenge.
What's Fallout?
Fallout 5, Fallout 4.
We're gonna get both games? Fallout 4, Pip-Boy's Revenge.
Skyrim, Fallout whatever.
Stupid. Everything's brown.
Angry Birds Fallout Edition.
So, that could be one of the titles for Fallout 4, but you didn't hear it from us. A wink. Ow, my
What's wrong with your face?
Nothing. On to your trailers, we got the Grand Theft Auto 5 PS3 to PS4 comparison.
It got shinier, it got wetter, and it got better.
Gross.
It got a Phil's pick.
You only put one in here.
Yeah,
What's your problem?
Of course it's a
That's my
filter.
pick.
There was the Master Chief video they put out. Master Chief Collection. It's
That was
like,
from like last week.
no, it just came out like yesterday.
He's just,
Phil!
He's just really excited about it.
Why can't you pick things that I'm excited
Yeah, he's
about?
just excited about
Because
it.
it's called Phil's pick, not Adam's pick.
It's called the trailer
You
section.
get your own show.
All I get is a little section.
We gave you the Phil's pick. You can't just claim it like that. What the fuck, man?
It has my picture on it. It's mine.
I don't know how they got Orson
never
Welles
won
to do the voice of the black hole. That was weird.
He's
Hello!
He's been dead for 50 years.
No, because no one can do anything.
I did like how right in the middle of the movie, though, they showed the entirety of Chappie.
Oh, yeah. I did want to see Chappie.
It was a risky decision.
I got 2 movies, though.
Yeah, it was the best 5.5 hours I've spent at the Cinema Dome. I can't see anymore. Hey everyone, we're going to Monday
It's Overwatch time!
Oh man, last week's news today in the form of Overwatch.
All right, Blizzard shocked the world by announcing a game at BlizzCon that did not end in Dashcraft.
They did.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh my god, the game is actually called Overwatch. It is a Team Fortress 2-esque multiplayer shooter where bright, colorful characters shoot each other with bright, colorful guns.
This game is very bright and colorful. Did we say that yet, Lawrence?
Yeah, you did. Wait, no, you got another one coming up.
Oh, okay.
It's what Blizzard is calling a hero shooter.
Right.
Also keep in mind that Gearbox Software is also working on something similar called Battleborn. So hero shooters may just be the new big buzzword this year.
Oh boy, I'm excited about that. Not really. Regardless, let's get into the details of Overwatch that's bright and colorful.
We already said that.
First off, let's take a look at the cast. It's all over the damn place. There's a gorilla with glasses. Oh man, that's crazy, right, guys?
He's so
Yeah.
shut up.
Oh, his name's Winston.
And he's cute.
I don't care. Let's see. What else we got, Lawrence?
Oh, there's a sexy sniper lady in a purple bodysuit. It's cool. There's a monk robot. He's got the little monk. He's like a Kuma. He's got the little necklace. It's cool. There's a samurai man with a bow and arrow named Hanzo. There's another giant robot man with a huge axe. Actually, I think he's wearing armor.
Reinhardt.
Shut up!
Then there's the gorilla. We already got
Covered the
We
gorilla.
talked about the gorilla.
Overall, the cast is absurdly diverse,
Yep.
meaning that Blizzard can pretty much do whatever they want with this magical world they created that doesn't have craft in the title.
That much was established with the game's cinematic trailer. It's a Pixar-esque intro, established the game world with the aforementioned myopic gorilla.
He's so cute. Glasses!
No, yeah, we saw the.
And he breaks the glasses and makes him mad.
I know, we saw the glasses. That's great.
The game actually takes place in a utopian future made possible by the international task force named
What's it called?
Overwatch Craft.
Battleborn.
Even though.
He fucked it.
Shut up! Even though the world is enjoying a period of peace and innovation thanks to Overwatch's protection, as the press release claims, the world needs heroes.
Yeah, he's the tagline from Gladiator. The setup neatly paves the way for the game's monetary structure as well. So while Blizzard didn't make any official announcements about this, the theory right now is that the game is going to operate very similar to League of Legends, free to play all the way, right, Lawrence?
Well, yeah, it's sort of kind of like a hybrid free-to-play. Basically, the theory is that from a week-to-week basis, there will be heroes that are free, and then those will rotate out. And then say you play a hero that you really like, then you can pay $5 to unlock them permanently, or maybe buy, I don't know, a cache of Blizzard points that you can use to unlock a number of heroes. really they can go anywhere. Maybe there'll be customizable armor, guns, who knows.
Yeah.
So really, it's less like League of Legends and more like Heroes of the Storm.
More like Killer Instinct.
Team Fortress.
Nobody knows what you're talking about. So far, 2 modes have been announced. Given the rest of the similarities, should be no surprise that both modes come from Team Fortress 2.
What?
In Payload, the attacking team has to push a cart to delivery point while the defending team tries to stall them, you know, the usual thing. And the next one, point capture, works about like you'd expect as well. Attacking team has to capture points on the map. The usual thing.
Well, why not? If you're going to rip something off, it better be a good game that came out 7 years ago. So the initial reception for the game was very, very positive.
Yes, we know Joel.
From Joel.
Yeah, we know Joel.
In typical Blizzard fashion, they found a way to make an existing game type work incredibly well with a new, approachable way.
Yeah, even Joel, the last human being on the planet to play a first-person shooter,
Hate him.
is excited about the game. Joel,
I love it.
Joel, come on here, tell him.
Yeah, okay.
Tell us what happened.
No, don't leave me alone. So it was really great. I went down to BlizzCon this weekend. I was able to play as Zenyatta and Hanzo and Winston and Symmetra and Torbjorn and Reinhardt in both of the different game modes on the Egyptian map and the.
Why is it approachable?
It's super fun. And Blizzard did such a great job because you invest yourself in the characters, not in the guns, and I really enjoyed all of the different aspects. What are we doing? Why am I even here?
Talking.
So the other thing I liked about the game is that it's much more team based, I think, than a lot of other games like Team Fortress, which even though it has team in the title, it feels like it's a lot more about one person who can carry the team. This is a lot more about really advanced team tactics, which I'm very excited about. It's one of the things they did really well with Heroes of the Storm. And I was talking with Lawrence earlier today. Lawrence, what was I saying to you about the comparison between Blizzard and Pixar?
Basically that Blizzard can take an existing thing, like an existing story, and then find a way to make it personal to everyone on the planet, which is impossible. There's 6 billion people here. How can something seem personal to every single person, but somehow Blizzard can do it?
The thing they do best,
and it feels like it's made for you, and everyone feels that way.
The thing they do best is make widely approachable games that everybody loves, but also everybody feels like the game was made for them. It's incredible, and that's how I felt about Overwatch. I can't wait for the closed beta. I'm gonna take all my stuff.
Bye. Excepting Hearthstone, the last time Blizzard released a new IP was back in 1998 with the original StarCraft.
Yeah. Just like Hearthstone, we expect that Blizzard will make us fall in love with a game we've already been playing for years once again.
I don't know how they keep doing that. I've been saying for a long time they are very similar to Apple. They don't come up with the best ideas in the world, they just perfect them. That's what Blizzard does best.
Many of you are so young that you probably don't recall that StarCraft started out actually as a Warhammer game, and Games Workshop said, no, we don't want to license it out.
That's right.
So they said, well, fuck you, we'll just make an awesome RTS, and they did.
And now it's taken over the world. So,
Hey, good job, Blizzard. Hats off to you.
we are all very much looking forward to playing Overwatch here. I know at Inside Gaming, so I'm sure we'll be playing the beta and doing all the normal gameplays in 2015.
I'm going to be Hanzo.
Everyone's gonna. Tracer's fun too. She blinks around the map and she's got a cocky little accent and she's a real spitfire.
What about Mercy? I want to be Mercy.
All right, on to your trailers. You got the Grand Theft Auto 5, PS4, and Xbox One launch trailer.
It's coming out again.
Here it is.
Can't get away, everyone.
Phil, everything you've seen before, but better.
Wait, isn't there anything new in the trailer?
No.
I'm going to hire you as a hype man.
Speaking of everything you've seen before,
Assassin's Creed Rogue! That's right, 2 are coming out this week.
2 are coming out tomorrow.
God damn it!
We have to play 2 Assassin's Creed.
Oh, man.
What's the difference between Rogue and Unity?
The platforms it's on.
Rogue is the boat one, Unity's the stabbing one.
What? No. You can still stab with boats.
Yeah.
Boats. Assassin, I am Assassin's
Based
Creed.
on Frasier? Yes. I would love to do a Frasier musical.
No, we can't do that.
Is it Pinot or Chardonnay? Actually, that'd be a pretty easy.
labeled as idiot consultant.
We had an in-depth conversation about Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles yesterday at Disneyland. You missed it. I wish that you had been there.
I mean, I've probably been through all of the things you discussed, so I've just been standing there going, wrong, that's right, wrong.
It was at the ticket counter. Hey everyone, welcome to the show for Tuesday. Hi.
All right, it's Tuesday. Let's do this. Here we go.
Today we're asking the question, is Halo 5 becoming Call of Duty?
Well,
Again.
maybe. Again, yeah, over and over. We saw a little bit of Halo 5 gameplay today, and boy, does it look good.
It looks really freaking good. So Halo 5's multiplayer got showed off last night at Halo Fest.
What the hell is that?
Yes.
What a nerd.
That's a real thing. Hey,
BlizzCon!
it's for dorks like me. So at the orgy of Mr. Chief, we got a first look at all the new stuff that you and your friends will be shooting at next month in the multiplayer beta.
Is it next month?
It's next month, December 20 something or another.
Excited. I'm
It's
so
3 weeks
excited.
long. It's fantastic.
Thanks to TeamBeyond.net for this gameplay. First off, it's 60 frames a second.
We did it.
Holy shit, the game looks good. I'm so excited about
Looks
that.
damn good. Now let's get to the nitty-gritty of the gameplay. So sprint has been balanced. A lot of people are mad about that in Halo 4. You won't recharge your shields while running anymore, so now they actually force the
Really?
player to slow down.
Wow, that's really interesting.
There's actually strategy involved.
Okay.
Yo.
There's also scopes on all the things, sort of. There's some aim down sights, there's some scopes, but it looks like, how's that working?
It's not full-blown ADS. It's okay. 343 is actually calling this smart scope. I played it a little bit last night. You can actually zoom in with every gun, but it's like a slight zoom. It doesn't really impact the game too much.
Okay, everybody gets thrusters, so kind of like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, you're jumping around with the jetpacks and you're vaulting and you're grabbing things, and I think that's a little more verticality. I'm looking forward to that.
Of course, yeah, that basically means abilities are gone, loadouts gone, grenade indicators. You better believe those are gone.
That's crazy.
The only real way right now we can actually see Call of Duty being like Halo is that everyone is celebrating the removal of things. That's good.
Well, I mean, I guess that's what you do. You sort of you iterate on a game, you add more and more things, and then everybody's like, stop it, make it simple.
They tried a lot of things with Halo 4, and a lot of them didn't work, so I like the fact that they're pulling it back and they're trying to focus.
Yes.
So the question is, who is this game actually for? Lawrence?
I don't know. I haven't played it. I wasn't at Halo Fest.
True.
Well, was it for COD Bros or Halo Bros?
I would say neither from playing the game yesterday. From my time with the game, it's pretty clear that 343 is going for the esports crowd.
What?
That's the CSGO, the League of Legends viewer types out there, the people who like to watch competitive gameplay.
All right.
With all the new modes and the even playing field, the lack of character progression, it's clearly aimed at all those kids who have a dream of one day sitting in a chair in front of 100,000 screaming Koreans.
Phil?
I had a dream 20 years ago. I thought I could have been a professional Mortal Kombat player, but at the time they didn't have pro gaming.
On to the next controversy for Halo 5. Halo 5 Beta is only 720p.
Kill yourself.
Oh, fuck you! No matter how awesome Halo 5 sounds, it will be a terrible pile of garbage because it's 720p. Again, keep in mind it's the beta.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's just the beta.
And apparently can't even see it. So before you chew that cyanide pill in the back of your tooth, have a little bit of faith. In an interview with Eurogamer Halo 5 Guardian Studio head Josh Holmes, he explained that the beta is not technically focused and thus isn't final in terms of resolution. Right, Lawrence?
Yeah. He clarified that, and I quote, all of the polish and optimization graphically is the stuff that typically comes toward the end of the production cycle. So, as a result, 720p is, quote, not the final resolution of the game.
Okay.
It's gameplay focused. They want to tweak the gameplay and then work on the pixels.
So don't kill yourself. Don't put down that bottle of aspirin. It's okay. I'm guessing the final resolution will be somewhere in the neighborhood of 900p, 60 frames a second.
Yep.
Hopefully, though, do you think they're going to reach 1080p?
I mean, honestly, I'm okay with them not hitting 1080p as long as they lock the game off at 60 frames a second. Having some time with the Master Chief Collection now, and then playing Halo 5 last night, Halo needs to be at 60 frames a second. It's actually it's better as a competitive game when everyone is locked at the same frame rate.
Yes.
It just doesn't work to 30 frames anymore. It looks jarring. It's hard to play now.
Right.
Going back to the old frame rate, it's painful.
Lawrence, this is an Xbox exclusive. Do you think they're going to get to 1080p, 60 frames a second?
I think they absolutely could. It just depends on where they draw the lines. So competitive games, and it's been like this for years, competitive gamers and competitive games don't care about graphical resolution. It doesn't matter. Like if you watch a Quake Pro match, they turn the texture resolution all the way down to make opponents stand out as much as possible. Like all that glitz, it just doesn't matter to somebody who's played the game 200 hours.
Sure.
So it's possible they could go 1080p 60 FPS in multiplayer if they make the maps simple, which it looks like they are, and they make the character models simple, which it looks like they are. So I think I would guess that's where they're going, and that's what they're targeting.
I hope so.
Yeah, and looking at some of the maps, you can see some of that original Halo aesthetic, but some of them just look like paintball fields that your stepdad would take you to on the weekends. Like, it's just very simple. Triangles to hide behind, things to vault over. It looks almost like a Gary's mod map. It's kind of crazy. So going back to the question, though, is Halo 5 becoming Call of Duty? No, it's actually becoming an esport.
Well, that's kind of Call of Duty, though. Call of Duty's an esport, too. Don't forget.
Sure, but I would actually say Halo's more like Shoot Mania in the sense that they're going after a very focused crowd, whereas Call of Duty is really for everybody.
Right.
And this seems to be like a lot more focused.
So if Halo 5 is an esport, what do we want from
What?
Halo 5 as an esport? We got to say, ready? What?
We
What?
Did you say what?
Need.
That's the only word I said.
I want a gorilla who wears glasses and shoots a laser cannon.
That's a different game.
We already got that. We already got that game.
That's Battleborn.
All right, Lawrence. First thing first. A strong third-person spectating mode. Why?
Well, first-person games are just kind of hard to track spatially for an audience. If you're always locked into one person's perspective, it becomes very hard to get a general idea of how the match is flowing, like where all the players are, how they're controlling the map. So a third-person perspective would help the audience understand the match because the spectator could get wide shots of the battle, these sweeping views that look really cool. I mean, you see it in sports right now. They have cameras on lines that can pan over the field to let you really understand how the play is unfolding. Now, in that respect, it would be really hard to do that with a controller. So I want them to add keyboard and mouse support just for the spectator.
Can you imagine plugging in your mouse and keyboard just to watch Halo 5 on your Xbox One?
Stupid!
Not to watch. No. I'm saying there's an observer who is controlling the camera that controls the broadcast. All the spectators just watch what they control with the camera.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, that makes more sense. We'd also like to see players highlighted through walls, a feature that we've seen in Counter-Strike Global Offensive and more recent Call of Duty's.
Yep.
That'd be nice. I like that. I like seeing where everybody is on the map at all times.
Like Lauren said, it gives you more spatial awareness of what's happening, and I think that would actually catch on.
Yep.
Also, a competitive league similar to League of Legends Championship Series. We'd like to follow professional teams through an extended league.
Yeah, of course. You get attached to their personalities. You find out who they are and what they like. Doritos and Mountain Dew is usually the answer to that. It's more fun to follow a team for months rather than just over a tournament weekend.
True.
And you know what? Maybe we even do a reality show about a Halo 5 esports. Never mind, canceled. Never mind.
Sounds like a horrible idea.
This would have to be funded and organized directly by Xbox and 343 Industries, though.
Of course. Well, no, it's their baby. Next up, we'd actually like an open invite tournament similar to the Call of Duty Championship.
Oh, that'd be so cool. I love that. Halo's now been played for 13 years. Can you imagine? And I've got to imagine there's some team of grizzled 50-year-olds that has never lost a match on Xbox Live, and they need to raise money for their local hockey rink, and in the process, they learn that they are the best in the world.
But they have to fight the evil 50-year-old team who wants to shut down the hockey rink, who doesn't believe in the heart of Halo.
Exactly!
Is there a breakdancing scene or a rollerblade race at some point?
There is a controller constructing montage where he's filing down the grips of his controller to get a better handle on it.
It's too much fun.
Hearts on fire!
So for this open invite league, Halo 5 would have to incorporate a ranking system similar to Call of Duty by sorting players into leagues based on matchmaking rating.
This is what people have been wanting since Halo 2. Some sort of better matching system. So if you play your way up to the Spartan League or whatever, you get a placement into a particular bracket. In that league we were talking about before.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. And then maybe some Ritos and some Dew. They sponsor you.
If they could find a way to make Doritos taste like Mountain Dew or Mountain Dew taste like Doritos, that would be great.
They already did that. Spoiler,
We did it.
They did that?
We did everybody.
USA! Mountain Dew! Mountain Dew!
The funny thing is, that was the most I've ever seen Jenna's face light up when I was talking about it.
She was like, they did that.
It's real, it's real.
They did that. Did you have any, Jenna? Was it good?
No, I imagine it's not very good, but it's just a step forward.
No.
A step forward, a step back, Jenna, or a step back.
I think it's just the new cyanide. Kill myself.
So either way, we're all very excited about Halo 5, just like every other video game that's coming out. There are so many games coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do anymore.
It's kind of ridiculous in the fact that the beta is coming out a full year before the game even drops. It kind of shows 343's confidence in what they're doing.
True.
And how much feedback they want from you guys, the players, and us, the grizzly old 50-year-olds who are going to save a hockey rink or whatever.
True.
Also, please fix the matchmaking for Master Chief Collection. I'd like to play sometimes soon.
It doesn't work, right?
It doesn't work very well. Please fix it.
On your trailers, we got the Borderlands, a pre-sequel, Handsome Jack, Doppelganger pack trailer. Do you see how fast I read that? That's the first time I've read that out loud.
Wait, Phil, I thought this game already came out.
There's the DLC.
Already?
Next.
Next up, we got Borderlands, the pre-sequel, the Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham DLC.
You read all the words together.
The Borderland Unity pre-sequel Lego
Far Cry,
Batman
Karate.
5 Rogue.
DLC launch pre-order
Legacy.
fee.
Retribution. It's better as a competitive game when everyone is locked at the same frame rate.
Yes.
It just doesn't work to 30 frames anymore. It looks jarring. It's hard to play now.
Right.
Going back to the old frame rate. It's painful.
Lawrence, do you think that... What
Holy shit.
what happened? What did we miss?
He was like Latin Mario.
Oh, man.
Look at this guy.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Gay Latin Mario.
Ah, I wish I'd seen the front of him.
You can see him in the footage.
All right. I'll watch the footage back.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Wednesday.
That's Wednesday! All right, cool. You got to do something for me. Go like this. Like this. Keep doing it. Okay. Ready?
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Today we're talking about Assassin's Creed Unity, and is it good?
Maybe?
No.
Yes?
Possibly.
The latest, Frenchiest, this Jenniest Assassin's Creed is here! So it's time for us to bravely ask the question, is it good?
Is it?
Oh, there we!
Oh, looks like we got to do a story. So according to Metacritic, yes, Sort of.
The Metacritic score is a little weird. Right now, the game's rated 76 on Xbox One and an 81 on the PS4.
Interesting. That might be due to there being way more reviews on the Xbox One version than the PS4.
Right now, there are 13 reviews for the PS4 version and 38 for the Xbox. Very strange.
Right, well, like the review copies that we got sent here were on Xbox One.
Xbox One,
Makes
yeah,
sense
sure.
that they sent those ones out.
Yeah.
We got a conspiracy theory about why that might be, though, but we'll get to that later.
Whoa!
Oh, man, it's up there with the JFK assassination. It's great. So here's a rundown, and these scores are for the Xbox One version, just to clarify that. Game Informer gave it an 80.
IGN gave it a 78.
US Gamer, 70.
GameSpot, 70.
And Polygon giving it the brave old 65.
The consensus seems to be that the game is technically broken, but still a pretty fun game.
Right, Lawrence? Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of played it ourselves a little bit, and that's basically our experience. Like, the frame rate's not so hot. There are some pretty massive glitches in the game, but it's kind of a return to form in a weird way. Like, it goes back to Assassin's Creed 2 roots, jumping on things, stabbing guys. Feels good.
Yeah.
And given that Assassin's Creed has been on a yearly release schedule since Assassin's Creed 2, way back in 2009, it's not shocking that these games are coming out a little half-baked.
Almost like Battlefield, we can expect each Assassin's Creed to release with a variety of amazing bugs. They're so great.
We love broken games.
Yeah,
So
really
go
do.
to our channel, check it out. I mean, do we recall the ascension of the Jackdaw?
The rapture of the boat.
Well, that's back.
That was beautiful.
Assassin's Creed Unity has the most passionate, amazing, next generation kissing physics, or whatever you want to call this. Holy crap.
I was laughing out loud at these pictures earlier, the pictures of just the eyes, the mouth, and the hair.
I am bummed that I've never actually seen one of these glitches in real life.
I know,
Everyone
yeah,
else gets
same
them but me. I break the game in other ways.
Technical issues go beyond ripping the skin off of French paramours. Assassin's Creed Unity might actually run better on Xbox One.
Oh, what?
It's really fucking weird.
So Digital Foundry did us a huge favor and found out that Assassin's Creed Unity runs better on Xbox One.
Strangely, in open areas within the game, Unity's frame rates drop to about 20 FPS on the PlayStation 4, while they are around 25 to 30 on the Xbox One.
There you go. We're arguing over 5 frames per second, everybody. So regardless, both systems suffer noticeable drops in frame rates, while Assassin's Creed 4 did not really have those troubles.
See, you weren't crazy. You were saying, you were like, I noticed frame rate drops.
Yeah.
And you were like, well, we don't know about that.
I'm like, why is he running there and then he's there? There's a lot of things that happened between those things and I didn't see what happened. My brain's having a hard time processing it.
Lawrence, do you think this is why there are more reviews on the Xbox One?
It stands to reason. It's kind of rare that a publisher will favor one console over the other without asking. Typically, if they will send you one or the other, they'll ask, what do you use for production? We'll send you that. But this time, it just showed up Xbox One, which was kind of weird. We thought it was strange in the office. We kind of noted it. But now, looking at the reviews and looking at the performance analysis, it's starting to make a little more sense. We think maybe Ubisoft knew that the Xbox One version was a little more stable, ran a little better, and that's the one they chose to send out.
That is really weird. That is such a strange thing. I wonder if they actually knew that or not.
It's a strange thing too, especially since the PS4 has been known to be the more powerful of the consoles.
Always,
Obviously the PC being the most powerful one, but it looks like Ubisoft did it. It's all solid and just made the game run like crap on everything. So thank you.
That's not the only conspiracy theory circulating about Unity right now either. Ubisoft delayed Unity's review embargo.
Oh my God!
This is super inside baseball, but go right ahead.
So typically review embargoes are set for midnight or something like that, usually around the game's release. So that means that review scores go up at the same time as the game's launch, meaning you can check critical reception before dropping cash on the game, usually when you're standing in line with your phone in hand.
Right, so here's the weird thing. Unity's review embargo was set for 9 a.m. Pacific time, 9 hours after the normal embargo time. So current speculation is that Ubisoft tried to manipulate review timing. Lawrence, do you think that's what they're doing here?
Maybe, I don't know. There's this weird thing in like games media to assume that we're the center of every publisher's world. We're kind of not. And sometimes the reason that they send out copies late or the reason they change embargo timing is for reasons entirely beyond what we think in our own little world, Sometimes the shipment just didn't come from China at the right time. Sometimes the disc mastering plant was all messed up. So while it's possible that Ubisoft delayed review timing to trick 9 hours worth of people into buying the game without reading reviews, I tend to think there might be another reason. Maybe they just wanted reviews to go up at a time when people were actually in the office so they could see them go up, maybe promote the ones they liked, collect them into decks, circulate emails, that kind of thing. It would suck to be a publisher and have all the reviews of your product go up at midnight. Somebody would have to be up to have that happen.
Right. True. And a lot of people are screaming right now, anti-consumer this, anti-consumer that. Keep in mind, you're completely disregarding the pre-order people, where they basically already bought the game.
Yeah, that's true.
They've already made up their mind. They make up the bulk of the people who get day one copies, not people sitting at their computers waiting for reviews.
They click the button when they see 90 on Metacritic?
That is a very small sliver of people who are actually buying games, and guess what? They're the vocal minority.
Yeah.
So, nah.
As usual, we say here at Inside Gaming, just wait a few days. If you're like worried about what the review scores are for Assassin's Creed, just wait.
I have no choice.
I mean,
this is the life I've chosen to give my money to an optional recreational activity known as video games.
What are the caveat emptor? What does that mean, Lawrence?
It means buyer beware.
Yes.
And it makes us sound real smart because it's Latin.
Does it?
Yeah.
Joel, does that make it sound smart?
Doesn't make him sound smart. It makes him sound like he's been reading Reddit threads.
So if you're upset with this anti-consumer business,
Stupid.
hashtag Semper-Fi, Emptor, Empire,
Heroes Rise. Hashtag Heroes Rise.
hashtag Emptoranus.
Open sesame.
Anyways, buy Assassin's Creed Unity or don't. We don't care.
Actually, we did a review over on the Inside Gaming channel. Lawrence and I talked about it. We don't give it a score, but we talk about it in detail if you're interested in our personal thoughts further than this little video.
Nobody cares what you think.
Semtoranus.
Semtoranus. On your trailers, we got the Far Cry 4 101 trailer. Phil's not here because he's waiting for an electrician. So let us all just have silence here for Phil.
I look like the guy from Far Cry.
Is the montage over?
Jenna, can I ask you how you became a part of the leggings cult?
Yeah, I mean, I saw their swimsuits that were printed like R2-D2 and C-3PO and Game Boys. You've probably seen those, and I was like, oh, those are pretty cool. And then I saved up money and started buying, and then I realized there's a huge community associated with them.
Wow.
What is it like to not have any money because you spend it all on leggings?
I work here.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Thursday. Hi!
Oh man.
We're asking the question today, is the Xbox One turning the beat around?
Since launch, the Xbox One has been firmly paddled by the PS4.
Thanks
to a lower price and better marketing, the PS4 has just been paddling the Xbox's little X bottom for months.
Oh, you loved writing that one. Yes, the PlayStation just reaches its warm, soft hand down and smacks that round little X butt.
Lawrence, why did you write this? What happened?
I didn't write that. What are you talking about? I wrote something else.
So over the last few months, we've been calling it the Lunchbox Done.
Ooh, boom. However, Microsoft may have solved the riddle of console sales.
Okay.
Turns out people want to pay less money for things.
Oh, that's weird.
Who thought?
Thanks to a temporary $50 price cut and loads of bundles, Xbox One sales have exploded.
Specifically, sales tripled the week of the price cut kick in, right, Lawrence?
You know, it's no big surprise if you cut price on something. There's a lot of people who've been waiting to pull the trigger on it, and you're just giving them an excuse to buy it. That's all you had to do. But even got more than that. Like the Xbox One is actually the best-selling Generation 8, so this gen console in the U.S. for the last 2 weeks.
Hey!
Wow, good for them. Good for them. That deserves a couple of claps, maybe. I don't know, not really. Microsoft concluded their Xbox parade by announcing the Xbox One has sold in 10 million units. Just as a reminder, that's units sold to retailers, not sold through to consumers.
Gotcha. So Walmart bought a bunch of Xboxes. LAN party at their house. So with all that said, though, the Xbox wins, right?
Hooray!
Not really. No. Settle down, kids. So while the Xbox One sales are experiencing a promising turnaround, let's get some perspective about where it really sits in the comparison to the PS4.
Right, that's right. Sony announced they'd sold through 13.5 million units on October 31st. That means they've sold 13 million units to consumers.
Even including all the Xbox Ones sitting on store shelves all over the world, Microsoft has yet to beat the number of PlayStation 4s already sitting on shelves.
Also, according to VGCharts.com, that's with a Z, VG Charts, Xbox One has only sold around 7 million units, while PS4 has sold 13 million. So they've still got their work cut out for them.
Furthermore, while it's good for Microsoft that the Xbox One is the best-selling console in the US, it's only been that way for the past 2 weeks.
Right. Lawrence, typically the US is the biggest market for the Xbox One, right?
Yeah, the US has been dominated by Xbox for a long time. Even near the tail end of the PS2, the Xbox was starting to catch up in a big way, and then the 360 dominated the US during the whole reign of the PS3. So typically it's like America is Xbox and then Europe is PlayStation, but it's just been PlayStation all over the globe since the launch for the PS4. So while it's good for Xbox that it kind of retook America, it's kind of surprising it hasn't been that way the whole time.
Still, there is a reason to believe that Xbox's momentum will only increase from here.
Yeah, that's the Xbox finally has an actually good Call of Duty and the Master Chief Collection. Well, single player anyway.
Yeah, good looking on those servers.
There's also a few good exclusives that hit this fall, and there's also Sunset Overdrive and Forza Horizon 2.
Correct. Actually, Sunset Overdrive.
Killer Instinct.
Shut up.
That game's been on there
Season
for a long
1
time.
and
Season
2.
two.
That's enough.
Season 2.
That's enough.
Play something new. So contrast this with the PS4, who's exclusive this fall in Little Big Planet 3
Whoa!
and Drive Club.
Whoa!
Yeah. It's almost as broken as the Master Chief Collection. Boom!
Oh, I'm pretty sure that we predicted that the Litter Box 1
Oh, jeez.
would overtake PS4 in sales, but it would take about a year or two. I remember we said that about a year ago.
About, yeah.
It hasn't happened yet.
Of course.
So our prediction could still come true.
And once again,
Your booms.
this all comes down to Microsoft focusing on the market that embraces them the most. The US,
Yep.
the only place with households big enough to hold the giant box that is there and stream all the football into their living rooms.
Now,
USA! Nobody else?
no. Now the real question is, if they sell this thing at a loss and sell a bunch of them, is that really a win for Microsoft?
No, because they're losing money, but they'll make it all back in the software when Halo 5 comes out next year. Hopefully, if it's still a relevant game by then. I hope so.
Lawrence, do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, it's basically what I thought a few months ago. I think is still true. I think the Xbox One would have to relaunch with drastically reduced hardware profile and drastically reduced hardware cost. If they can sell like an Xbox Slim for $300 or whatever that equivalent is in another currency, I think they can make some huge inroads. But until that happens, it's just gonna. America's really the only one that's gonna tolerate hardware like that.
What about Wii U?
It's fun.
Smash Brothers.
You can preload Smash Brothers right now.
Do it!
Can I still get it in white or black?
I don't care.
Does it matter?
I'm colorblind.
On to your trailers. We got the Tales from the Borderlands. Welcome back to Pandora
Oh my
again.
God.
What was the last station you added to your Pandora playlist, Joel?
I will answer that truthfully. Give me half a second.
Oh boy.
Ooh, the Postal Service, guys.
Oh, all right.
But the most recent one before that was a musical station based on a song from Annie Get Your Gun called An Old Fashioned Wedding.
That's right. Turn the beat around.
I was wrong. This joke did not pay off.
Next time we got the Crew season pass trailer.
Oh.
You can give Ubisoft your money now to ensure a better product later.
People are calling them Ubi shit. Boom!
I'd have been trying anymore.
I know, it's really dumb.
Oh man, frame rate sucks.
Do you have any medical anomalies that we should know of?
Giant dick.
That's why he stays home. He doesn't want to hurt women.
I can actually see Spool going to a bar, like seducing a woman, bringing her back home, having sex with her, and as soon as he pulls down his pants, she's like, "Oh my god! What is that?" It's like
In a good way?
yeah, in a good way.
man.
Yeah, it's huge.
I agree.
Sound effect. Spool's dick hitting the ground.
Are you ready?
It's like an elephant's trunk.
Everyone, welcome to Friday.
We're gonna do an echo. You ready? I'm gonna say yes. You're gonna say yes. Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
One more time with more energy. Yes!
Yes. Today's show talking about the top 10 YouTube gaming channels.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna blow you away. TubeFilter released their monthly report on the top 100 most viewed YouTube gaming channels. So let's take a look at who's the What's Up Guys King.
And we know you guys on YouTube love top 10 lists, so here we go. YouTube money in your face. Starting at number 10, we've got the Willy Rex.
Oh, okay, this YouTube channel defies conventions by uploading gameplays of Minecraft and Happy Wheels.
Told you we're gonna blow your minds. This has been a channel since 2011 and has grown his audience to 89 million views a month over 3.5 years.
That's really good. That's really good. I mean, like, honestly, that takes a lot of work. Moving on to number 9, we've got Blue Zephos. Zephos, how do you say it, Lawrence?
Zephos.
Zephos. All right, Lawrence, go ahead, take it.
Yeah, this is also known as Yogscast, Lewis and Simon. They really broke the ground by uploading Minecraft videos, but that's kind of the Yogscast thing at this point.
It is.
But they have a bunch of other gaming channels in the network, and they're coming up really quick as a YouTube powerhouse.
Yeah,
They've
that's
been around since 2008. And they've doubled their video views in 1 month to 91 million. I think that's due to their new series, Deep Space Mine. They basically started a space-based Minecraft video, so.
Wow. So they went from 45 to 90 in 1 month.
That's crazy. Yeah, they climbed from, I think, the mid-20s in the ranking to all the way to number 9.
Next up, we get CjMDPSgEwao. This ranks at number 8. He is an Irish man who yells a lot. And at least he plays something else that's not Minecraft.
True.
He's got videos like Hard Time, Autocrat, and Sunset Overdrive. Thank you for playing something new. We appreciate it.
Yeah, he's been growing his audience since 2007. He's one of the oldest guys on this list. He's put in almost 8 years of YouTube time, which is a very long time. It's all paid off because he's getting 94 million views a month. Good for him. Coming in at number 7, Markiplier. He retains his spot. His bread and butter is scary games, so check him out if you want to see someone yelling constantly. He's very good at it, though.
He's gotten very good with it,
very,
especially
very
with the Five Nights at Freddy's videos.
Yeah.
Those are currently, I believe, his top-ranked videos, and he's just kicking them out, especially with the sequel.
Yep.
He's been a channel since 2012, so he's somewhat a new kid on the block, though he had a channel before that.
Right.
He just switched it over to gaming full-time.
Yeah.
He did 127 million views.
Jeez, in a month. That's unbelievable.
YouTube servers are currently spooling up trying to keep up with all them views.
They actually are. Lawrence, you want to take number 6?
Yeah, sure. We've got popular MMOs at number 6, and you'll never guess what kinds of videos you'll find on this channel.
What kind of videos?
Minecraft. Actually, you probably could have guessed that.
I did.
Popular MMOs has been a channel since 2012, and they get 148 million views a month. And that's from Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy's. Those are kind of becoming the YouTube mainstays.
There's a theme here.
MMOs.
It's all that Halo gameplay.
That's not what it is.
Blowing up.
Nope.
So number 5 goes to our GTA brother from another mother in the Machinima Network, actually, Vanoss Gaming.
Yeah, all right, Vanoss.
Hey, Vanoss.
Give him a little plug.
We're actually all personal big fans over here, and we give him credit for playing something that isn't Minecraft.
That's true.
His wheelhouse is actually GTA Online and Gmod, and his videos are very well edited, and they're very funny.
Yeah, we're biased. Get
Yeah.
the journalism police over here because we are biased. Yes, we do like Vanoss.
Yeah.
He's in the Machinima Network. He's been plugging away since 2011, and he's doing 149 million views a month.
It's huge.
These are actually some of my favorite thumbnails. I like the rainbow gradient, even though it seems annoying at first because you notice it's Vanoss. There
Right.
it is. It's a Vanoss video.
It does stand out from the crowd, most
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Next up, we got Vegeta777. He ranks in at number 4. I actually misspelled Vegeta, unfortunately. We give him the benefit of the doubt since he is a Spanish streamer, and he produces videos on current games, lately including The Evil Within, GTA Online, The Sims 4, and Forza Horizon 2. Thank you once again for playing something new.
There's also some Minecraft in there, though. So
We have a Minecraft video on our channel.
we have
Everyone
one
does
Minecraft.
it once.
That's true. You got to do it once. He's been a channel since 2008, so he's kind of an old timer. He's doing 154 million views a month.
See.
Crazy. Unbelievable.
All right, we are now down to the top 3, so let's go to the bronze, which goes to the Diamond Minecart.
Lawrence, take it away.
Oh, well, you know, Minecraft. It's mostly Minecraft,
What?
obviously, thanks to the name, but at least Dan, the video host, doesn't resort to obnoxious shouting.
That's
He's
good.
got a nice low voice. He speaks in a normal timbre, which we can appreciate. He's been around since 2012, but he has 155 million views a month. God damn!
Jeez.
Right, and if you break that down through some kind of YouTube analytics, that's around $70,000 a month in indirect ad revenue.
Just an indirect avenue.
Really?
Almost $1 million a year. Those numbers come from socialblade.com, but
Yeah.
and that's like a range, and that's the very lowest range.
He could make somewhere between $10 and $4 billion. It's somewhere in the middle.
Second place goes to Stampy Longhead. This child-friendly channel casts a wide net, uploading videos from Disney Infinity, Minecraft, Terraria, and The Sims 4.
Yeah, it's been a channel since 2011, 183 million views a month. Once again, going to the social way, that's like $100,000 a month. Look, kids, you want the kids. The kids will blow you up.
$100,000 a month. Oh my gosh.
And moving on to Dan, finally, this should come to no surprise, but the first place is still a solid lock for PewDiePie.
All right, he deserves a clap for
Hey,
that one.
actually,
So now's when you skip down to the comments and you claim you've never heard of PewDiePie. You go ahead, we'll give you a
yeah,
second.
you're really impressing the shit out of me. Yeah, Pew's basically plays whatever he wants. Recently, even doing a video of himself photoshopping butts onto butts with the Kim Kardashian thing. He's winning me over little by little, actually. On the base layer, he's just a guy who screams at stuff, but he's actually really talented with
He's
Photoshop.
Very talented.
He's a
Very
smart
talented.
businessman,
Yeah, he is.
and he knows what he's doing, and he's doing it well.
You know what? We admire him here at Inside Gaming.
actually.
Yeah, he's been a channel since 2010, and he doubles Stampy Longhead in views with 351 million views a month. Million views a month. 350.
Is that double? I'm still not doing the math right.
Yes, 180 times 2 is 360, so it's about double, yes. On the low end, he makes $171,000 a month. $171,000 a month. Doesn't he? I don't.
Pocket change. I think I make that much a month.
No, you don't.
In a month?
No.
Oh no, I was wrong. I
think
don't.
you make $171.
In my life, I
Yeah.
make maybe that amount.
You'll be lucky if you can retire on anything close to that.
That's $2 million a year, Jake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I don't make that much.
So when we all go back in time and look at that Gary Larson comic book when their parents are making fun of their kid about playing a video game for a living, welcome to today.
When
you hack Gary Larson.
You can be a millionaire. Whoa, come on, I like the Far Side.
I do too, actually.
Trailers.
Fuck you, Phil.
Jeez, we weren't done yet. Hold on.
You.
No, Lawrence says, hey, Lawrence, do you have any closing thoughts?
I think it's pretty telling that most of the top 10 channels are child-friendly, child-oriented content. I think that's just a factor of the size of the audience. Younger kids are watching YouTube more than television. But the interesting thing is, as those kids grow up, I think we'll see the top 10 channels start to diversify. We'll see more adult-oriented, teen-oriented content. So, you know, next 5 years, that top 10 should shake up a little bit.
I think you're wrong, Lawrence, because those kids are going to grow up and have sex and get jobs, and they're not going to watch our stupid YouTube videos anymore.
Is that what you do?
No.
You watch YouTube videos too, Adam.
It's part of my job.
On to your trailers, you got the Escape That Island launch trailer. Is this the MOBA?
No.
What's this?
Was,
Is this another Dead Island sequel?
This is that one that's like,
Is this a Telltale game?
No, it's the cell-shaded one.
It's like No More Heroes, but with Dead Island.
Good reference.
So,
You're not sure if today we got the WWE 2K15 Week 3 entrances.
Wait, are we doing an entrance trailer for every week?
I think that's what they're implying.
You got Mark Henry, the world's strongest man.
You don't have to go down the list. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
we
fine.
don't
It's going to take you like 10 minutes to get through this. It's just a waste.
it.
It's a waste of everyone's time. Takes one day off.
I know. How was your day off, Jenna?
Yeah. Hope you got a lot of work done.
You what? You shot a commercial?
Yeah, well, I see them.
Oh, awesome. Jenna, you're succeeding like way more than we are on a daily basis, just so you know.
You're doing important things.
Hey, Phil, what'd you do yesterday?
I told you I put that carpet, or that rug in. Underneath the new couch.
Jenna went and shot a commercial, and you put a rug in.
I like this. I saw.
Hey, Mike, what'd you do yesterday?
I shot Inside Gaming Daily.
Everyone goes over there.
It's Thursday. Let's do this. You got food poisoning. We gotta hurry.
Let's ask the question today. Is Call of Duty the biggest ever game of all time ever?
Ever.
Is the most ever of the evers.
Well, get the popcorn ready because we got ourselves a Call of Duty press release.
Why is it cowboy themed?
Whatever. Who cares?
Whatever.
Call of Duty.
So we've been curious for months how Call of Duty Advanced Warfare would perform, given that the series seems to be on the decline.
That's true. Today, Activision issued their annual post-COD press release, finding a way to say a bunch without actually answering our questions.
According to Activision, Advanced Warfare is the, I quote, biggest entertainment launch of the year.
That means it tallied up the most sales out of all games, movies, music, and books.
And Pogs.
And pods.
It destroyed Pox.
Yeah, but
Not
that's
slammers.
But that's it. No solid numbers or actual metrics about Advanced Warfare.
Welcome to the game industry, everyone, where numbers are hidden and we don't know a thing.
Geez, it's great. There are a few other non-specific brags in the press release. Lawrence, take it.
yeah, Activision Publishing CEO Eric Hirschberg claims Advanced Warfare earned improved, quote, sales and engagement over last year, but doesn't say what that actually means. If the sales improved, how? You think they would say.
Okay.
Additionally, engagement, I guess people are playing more? I don't know.
Sure.
But Activision also claimed that Advanced Warfare is, quote, the highest selling digital launch in the console history.
Okay.
That just kind of makes sense. People are buying more digital games every day, and since Call of Duty is the world's biggest gaming franchise, it just makes sense that it would also be the world's best digitally selling franchise.
Of course, yes, that makes sense. Go.
Right, but the question still remains, did Advanced Warfare beat Call of Duty Ghosts or not?
As far as we can see it, and this is all speculation, probably not. If Advanced Warfare did, you can bet Activision would definitely trumpet that fact loud and clear. We would have known right away.
Exactly. So if we assume that Advanced Warfare didn't beat Ghost,
Right.
we can use that comparison to get some idea of how the game actually performed.
So again, this is all speculation. We're kind of
course.
Sherlock Holmes the whole thing. Last year's celebratorial COD press release didn't have much specific info either.
What a surprise. The only real sales metric provided is sold in. Activision announced that Ghost shipped $1 billion worth of Call of Duty Ghosts to retailers,
Right.
not consumers.
We don't know if they sold them all or
Right.
not. It would make sense if Advanced Warfare didn't beat that figure, as the game tracked behind Ghosts in pre-orders, meaning they did not ship as many Advanced Warfare copies to retailers.
And also, pre-orders are a huge factor in determining how much stock a retailer would actually order. It stands to reason that Advanced Warfare didn't hit that mark.
Right, so they did not Advanced Warfare, hold on, I'm gonna do the math here. Advanced Warfare did not ship $1 billion worth of game copies
Right.
to game retailers. Yet. But they may at some point, but they didn't do it in 3 days like they did last year for Ghosts. Anyways, at the time, Activision blamed new console hardware for the slide in Call of Duty Ghosts sales, but it's more obvious now that Ghosts really represented the downturn in the series sales.
Keep that one in mind.
Yeah.
because of more consoles, less games were sold.
What?
So while Activision hasn't said specifically that the series is in decline, and why would they?
Of course.
All of the circumstantial data says that Call of Duty's time at the top of the video game heap is drawing to a close.
Lawrence, is Activision dumb?
No, of course not. This happens with everything.
Yeah.
There is no property that stays good forever. Nothing sells well forever. But you have to really appreciate Activision's planning here, because right around the time that their top shooter franchise is starting to decline, they have another franchise coming in.
What's that called?
Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty. Yeah, that's
No,
right.
you
They
mean
made-
Destiny.
No, it's Destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny made $325 million in 5 days. It's a brand new game, and they made it in 5 days. That's
Money.
I don't know if anybody you're gonna
You don't
get
need
yelled
a,
at.
you don't need a clap.
Yeah, you don't
I
need
didn't
to
buy the game, so it doesn't matter. They would have made more on PC.
So with all that said, it's almost like Activision is really good at business. Yeah, they've done some really silly things in the past, like run Tony Hawk and Guitar Hero into the ground.
Sure.
But hopefully they've learned their lesson.
Also, if you think that Activision is the devil, just don't buy the games. It's really, really simple. If you don't like Activision, don't buy the games. Otherwise, if they make good games, you buy the games. That's just kind of the way it works. I mean,
And you wake up and hate yourself in the morning.
so good news is there's probably only about 3-4 more years of Call of Duty. And
I give
after
it
that,
a decade.
a decade of Call of Duty. I'm saying 3-4 more years of big Call of Duties, and after that,
See you in 10 years.
we're gonna get some. You know what? I will. You're my
You'll
buddy.
be dead by then.
I know, but that's the joke.
On to Ubisoft trailer Thursday. That's because there's 2 Ubisoft trailers. Far Cry 4 map editor.
I've been doing this thing where I've been incorporating themes every day.
He's got to go throw up.
I'm going to throw up soon, and I want to get through this
the Crew
episode.
101 and the Far Cry 4 map editor. They're both cool trailers.
They're cool.
I think the map editor is really cool. Cut. Episode over.
I'll get through it. I'm fine.
I know you will.
Got to power through.
I can sub in for you, and it'll be the worst episode.
I'd rather throw up on
Feel
camera.
one like this.
Adam, your crossed arms are really conveying a closed body posture.
He's really sick.
Oh, is he sick?
He has food poisoning.
Oh, maybe he should go home and not infect the rest of us with his food poisoning.
Is it gas?
What you're saying doesn't make
Might
any
be.
sense. Go the fuck to China. Get out of here and go to China, all right?
China awaits.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show for Friday! We're gonna do a barbershop quartet. Lawrence doing yes. Your first news story for today: Super Smash Bros. Is out for the Wii U, and is it good?
Well, we'll tell you. Following months of broken, shitty shit from developers, Nintendo's stepping up to the holiday plate to show us what they're made of.
Reviews are falling like smash balls
Nice
from the
one.
sky. That
Nice
was a good.
one.
That was a good Lawrence
They more
joke.
float, they don't fall.
Oh, that's true. So it's time to ask the question: is Smash Bros. Wii U good?
Well, while a lot of major outlets haven't posted reviews yet, we're guessing because they're waiting on the game to launch so they can actually test the multiplayer.
Yep.
The answer seems to be yes.
That's true. It currently has a 94 on Metacritic. It is the second highest rated game this year, next to GTA 5 on the PS4.
Wow.
We did it.
Yeah, that's really good. That's
So
really, really
a
good.
remake of a game from last year
Yep, that's
is
true.
the only game that's higher than a remake of a game from 6 years ago?
It's just like
Games industry!
Yeah, it's just like movies.
Yeah.
So let's run down some of the major outlets. First up, Destructoid gave it a 95 out of 100. They said a hallmark of excellence.
That's not a pun on Smash or Smash Brothers at all.
Not at all.
US Gamer gave it a 9 out of 10. They said Super Smash Bros. Can hardly be topped.
Wow, that's really good. IGN Italia gave it a 96 out of 100, and they said lo stesso procedimento.
Lo stesso
They put Amiibo in there for some reason. I'm not sure.
Gaming Age, what is?
I don't know what that is.
They gave it 100 out of 100.
Okay.
This is easily the most robust, addicting, and fun Smash Bros. Experience yet.
That's really good. Lawrence, there's also a Metacritic user on Metacritic that we like. What did he say?
Yeah, our buddy Fart over at Metacritic gave it a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Saying, quote, "This game is proof that God exists."
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's really good. That's really good. So far, reviews celebrate the game's polish and amount of content, while a few complain that the game isn't substantially different from previous Smash games. Lawrence, is that true?
I mean, yeah, it's true. The game's called Super Smash Brothers. What do you want? Like kart racing, puzzles? It's Smash Brothers. Like, part of it's going to be the same.
That's true.
Personally, I feel like the last Smash Brothers came out 6 years ago in 2008. So it's not like Nintendo's milking the franchise. It's not like,
Very good point.
Call of Duty's too similar to the last one. It's time. 6 years is enough time to release kind of the same game with more stuff.
Yeah. Well, further reviews may nudge the score up or down a few points. It's safe to say that at this point, the internet loves Smash Brothers.
We've done it, everybody. We made a game that was already a game. Even the user reviews are incredibly popular. Somehow they average out to a 94 as well on Metacritic, with 199 positive reviews and only 6 negative.
Hold on, so the critics and the actual users are agreeing on this.
It's true, they agree.
That's
That's very, very rare. And also, strangely, Inside Gaming likes the game too.
No!
Yes, we do. First of all, it's nice to play a game this fall that isn't completely broken.
That's true.
We put it in and we played the game.
Though there's a few animations I've noticed during Zero Suit Samus. She got a couple I think drops some frames
Drops some
while
frames
she's
when
doing
she turns around
when she
like
does
that?
her spin around butt smash.
Well, so you don't see the curvature
You
of the
just
butt
barely
underneath the
miss.
short?
There's I think some anti-aliasing or something.
So granted, we haven't played it online yet. Single player is rock solid.
Yeah, there's shitloads of content in the game.
That's true.
Tons of stages, characters, music, and trophies.
There's also the 8-player local versus mode, which is radical. We played it.
A word that hasn't been used since the last one came out.
That's true. Finally, it is just fun to play. Lawrence, how fun?
How fun? Really fun. But you can see for yourself, we have a video on the Inside Gaming channel. We have a drunk gameplay of Smash Brothers, so go watch that. Make sure to look for it in the clickouts of this episode.
Oh, that's right. We played it drunk.
Quit being so self-obsessed, Lawrence. This isn't about you.
Lawrence, why are we still cautious about online play?
Well, Nintendo doesn't have the best track record when it comes to online. Typically, they've displayed that they just don't kind of get the internet or understand why people would want to use it.
If it looks like this, it means you have your mics on and you can talk to each other while you're battling.
So every time it's in their games, it seems like kind of a forced addition. It's kind of like that awkward uncle that shows up Thanksgiving. And everybody's like, oh, you're doing really great. You're out of jail for like a whole month. Good for you. So we don't have any reason to expect that Nintendo will just nail online play. It's usually kind of laggy and weird. The menus are kind of strange. You can't really talk to anyone. Maybe that'll change for this version. We just don't know yet.
Still, even if the online multiplayer is completely fucked, it's fun enough with local multiplayer to still be an awesome game, and I feel like that's how it's meant to be played. You're supposed to be shouting at each other.
You are, it's true. But you played single player and you had some complaints, right?
Yeah, I just didn't feel like there was anything for me to do.
There isn't.
With a single player. It's like a bunch of AI people, and I didn't have any of the satisfaction of knocking them off or taunting them or cheering for myself.
But so I mean, that was really your only complaint of the game. Otherwise, it's practically perfect.
Yes.
Plus, if you're playing online, you can't deck your friends for being assholes. You have to shout at them. I think it's before and after the match, and you can only shout at friends. You can't shout at.
Remember that one? That one. It was like about 3 minutes in.
That doesn't really.
I kicked you.
Doesn't really work on the.
Remember when I kicked you?
Otherwise, the game is, as we have seen, unless the online play totally breaks the game, it's completely perfect. I mean, it's, like this game is an absolute purchase if you have a Wii U.
This is also a testament to the graphical prowess of the Wii U, because when they get into their style, it looks amazing. There are stages and characters in this that just like blow you away.
It's all at 60 frames a second. It's gorgeous. Lawrence, do you have any final thoughts?
Not really. I mean, it's just this is a game that people have been waiting for Nintendo to make since the last Smash, really. They're coming off their casual wave of making waggle games. They're making games about buttons and hitting buttons really fast and killing your friends again. So I think that deserves to be celebrated, especially after people have come down hard on Nintendo for a while.
So nice job, Nintendo. I think you've finally gotten this generation right. And was it 2 years later once they released it? Yeah, 2 years later. It took a little bit, but all the other crap, Trailer Friday. It's time for Trailer Friday. All the other, what is this?
What's the theme for this trailer day?
The other miscellaneous crap that came out.
Oh, theme.
Miscellaneous. Hold on. It doesn't look like crap. I'm looking at the list here.
All right, you go ahead and take the first one then.
Final Fantasy Type O HD. We have arrived trailer.
Lawrence, what's this?
It was a mobile game that's being remastered into HD for consoles in America.
Boom. Next.
Hatsune Miku Project Diva F2nd. Okay, all right, hold on. I know what Hatsune Miku is.
Yeah.
What's Project Diva F2nd?
Well, Project Diva is generally the brand that's associated with her. It's a game franchise.
Okay, I don't care.
Lawrence?
Move on. I don't care. Move on.
The F2nd?
Uh-huh.
Well, this is the second F.
What's an F?
What?
What's an F?
The F stands for fun.
Finally, the Game of Thrones Telltale Game Series teaser.
Is this?
Yes.
Was this?
This is a Telltale game.
Hold on, I just got word that the main character of the Telltale game series just got killed off. So he's dead now.
What about the secondary character?
Dead. Let's see that hand.
Bring your pinky in. Let's see it. Come on, show the camera. There we go. That looks good, Phil. You did a really good job.
The best part of the finger treatment was when Phil had to lie face down on like a table, but it was a padded table, and then some woman came in and then took his shirt off and his clothes off, and then his pants down, and then started massaging his body and oiling him up, and then jerked him off.
Oh, jerked you off, really?
He's like, my hand feels a lot better.
Twice a week.
Twice a week? That's pretty cool.
Doctor's orders.
How much did you pay for that? It was like $10,000 per hand job?
Health insurance.
Everyone, we're going to start Monday.
Monday. Start week. Here we go.
Let's talk about Arkham Knight and some all-new gameplay, shall we?
So cool. So we here at Inside Gaming take our jobs very seriously.
No, you don't.
Yes,
very
we do.
seriously.
Very much so.
Yeah.
We spent hours combing through threads, looking through articles of microfilm, just to find gaming scoops for you guys.
Do you know what microfilm is?
That's how JFK died.
That's why Rocksteady's upcoming Batman Arkham Knight is robbing us of our sleep and our health. Time and time again, we wake from a deep sleep covered in cold sweat only to sit up screaming, "Who the fuck is the Arkham Knight?"
We don't know.
Who is it?
We'll get to that later, but first let's go through the gameplay analysis.
Yes.
So actually keep in mind, all this gameplay is in-game, in-engine, or straight gameplay. There's some pre-rendered cutscene stuff in there, but it's fucking awesome regardless.
It really is.
Also, dear video game trailer companies, this is how you do it.
Lawrence, how is he avoiding all these dudes with guns? There's a lot of dudes with guns.
Well, that's simple. You may have forgotten this, but he is Batman.
What? That's it? That's the only reason?
I mean, pretty much it. He's got that cape. He swishes it around. Bullets just miss.
I can't see.
He's covered in armor, like he's badass.
I'm okay with
you
that.
have to shoot in his pretty little mouth. That's the only part.
I'm okay with that.
Either
I
way,
always shoot.
All right, that's enough of that.
either way, in some of the combat that Bruce was alluding to, it actually looks a lot more like Sleeping Dogs. If you remember that game, a lot more environmental hazards.
Yeah.
Pretty badass. The majority of Gotham is open world, and it looks like we hope that these are what next-gen games would look like.
So beautiful.
There's lots of water. It's rainy. It's shiny. And explosions.
That's so great. Batman kills a dude.
No, he doesn't.
He electrocuted him.
He just electrocutes him.
He just straight. He's dead.
No, he's immobilized. He just won't be able to walk anymore.
Well, is that bad? That's bad, right?
Look, serves him right for trying to get a job.
Batmobile is officially the craziest, stupidest, most badassiest thing in any video game. It remotes itself in to the Ace Chemical Plant. Batman jumps into it while it's in the air, blows up some tanks, picks up a hostage, jumps back out, slowly ejects the hostage with a roller coaster baby seat, then jumps back into the chemical plant and ejects Batman into the air.
Isn't there another part where he uses the car to pull a wall down?
Oh, yeah.
And if you look, the car's on a roof.
Yeah, I mean,
it's amazing.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Either way, we can't wait to fly around Gotham City looking for guys to paralyze. It looks beautiful and it looks deadly, just like Batman. Thank you.
Nice job.
All right, let's move over to the big question. Who the hell is the Arkham Knight?
Lawrence, why don't you tell us?
Well, first of all, this is why we're asking the question in the first place. The Arkham Knight, as far as we can tell, is a new character. Or at least the phrase Arkham Knight hasn't been used before.
Yes.
And the Batman universe doesn't frequently take on new characters. In the last 20 years, like dating back to Batman the Animated Series, which started in '93, we can only think of a handful of new characters. Harley Quinn, Hush, and the Court of Owls, Damian Wayne. That's pretty much it. So we think it's more likely that Arkham Knight will use an existing character rather than a new one. We think it's an existing character wearing armor.
And they allude to some interesting things in there. You can hear Scarecrow on the communication device talking to him, saying, you know, just protect the plant, leave him alone, you'll get your revenge soon enough. Like, why does he want revenge? They're giving you these little tidbits of interesting info. Who could he be? Obviously, someone who Batman wronged. So the usual suspects poke their little heads out.
Yeah, so who is the first one?
First up, always the Red Hood. Okay.
Well, right. This is the one that everybody thinks it's going to be.
I think this is the number one, and I think that's what's throwing everyone off. So there have been references to Jason Todd. There's a whole backstory you should read about that if you're interested in the Red Hood character. There's even the animated series, The Red Hood, the directed DVD movie. Please watch it. It's really good. Next up,
the Joker.
Maybe.
He's dead. I thought he died in Arkham City.
Fuck. I was going to say, spoiler.
Well, I mean,
stop watching.
Arkham City's what, been out for almost a year and a half? 2 years here?
3 years.
3 years? Spoiler alert, Joker's dead.
Joker
Sorry,
died.
bros.
Yeah,
But how could Joker come back into the, I mean, do we say son of the Joker?
Okay, so there is some...
Son of the Joker?
There are
the Joker had a son?
Hey, Bruce, you've said too much. Why don't you hush?
All right, that's
we'll
enough.
get to that one. I talk about the Joker. Look, Lazarus Pit. That's all you really got to say.
Right. People can come back from
that's your cure-all MacGuffin, whatever the hell.
That's true.
Then other character, like we mentioned earlier, Hush. He is a character very similar to Bruce Wayne, looks just like him, all that fun stuff. could easily be someone who's emulating Batman. I mean, Arkham Knight has the ears,
Okay.
which is very similar to Red Hood, how he dons the Batman symbol on his armor. This is getting really nerdy.
Lawrence, what about Ra's al Ghul? Could it be Ra's al Ghul?
I mean, it could be Ra's al Ghul similarly as it could be anybody. I mean, as we kind of looked up, Ra's al Ghul did quote-unquote die in Arkham City.
Yes.
But he also has the Lazarus Pit, so Ra's al Ghul... Like
Everybody's got the Lazarus Pit.
Never actually dead ever.
Yeah,
that's
true.
And his body disappears, apparently. If you go away from that cutscene and come back, the little spire that he's impaled upon, he's removed.
What? Like this is all the exact same speculation we did like a year ago when we first saw the original trailer come out. But here's a big twist. What if none of the above are actually Arkham Knight? It's a new character.
Sure.
I mean, like Lawrence said, the last time this happened was well over 20 years ago in any sort of moving picture transmedia with Harley Quinn, so this would be kind of a big deal.
I think that that's too coincidental because he's wearing a mask, number one. He's got an entire army, so that's obviously funded by somebody. So why would they just be like, take off his mask and be like, it's Jimmy, or I mean, nobody's gonna be like, they're not gonna think it's anybody. It's just sort of a random dude. Why would they do that?
I have a theory.
Yeah.
I think it is going to be a new character, but it's going to be a character that's introduced in the game and then revealed in the game.
That's what he wrote.
Because the Bruce Timm series earned the Batman audience trust, and that's how he was able to introduce someone like Harley Quinn. And this game franchise, I feel like, has earned Batman fans' trust. Thus, they would be okay with him introducing a new character.
You heard it right here, everybody. That one guy you saved on the streets of Gotham City, or in Arkham City or whatever, who's getting beat up by the muggers. That's him.
That's him.
That's the guy, and now he's the Arkham Knight fighting against Batman.
Yeah, he's got the
that
same.
doesn't make any fucking sense.
The same problem as Electro.
Hold on. I watch Flash and Arrow and all those other ones, and you think Arkham Knight's coming to those shows?
Well, I have a surprise for you, Bruce. This is why it's an all new character, because we need some new TV shows. Bam! Arkham Knight TV show.
There's plenty of DC TV shows.
We got Arkham Knight cameos on the Flash, Arrow, Constantine, and Gotham, all in the same night with a K. Arkham Knight plush toys, amiibos, DLC, Furbies, or whatever. He's going to be in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Arkham Knight.
What?
He's the new Arkham Knight. He's directing Arkham Knight. He's in Dawn of Justice. He's the Green Lantern.
This is ridiculous. Look, we don't need another DC television show. I mean, it'd be cool, but what happens? Do you think they'll never demask the Arkham Knight in this game?
That's actually kind of my hope, or that it's revealed that he's an all-new character. I would actually like to see them do something crazy with that. Like I said, this would be the first time in 20 years that we got any sort of new character in a moving picture type scenario.
I think it's Bruce Wayne.
It's probably Bruce Wayne.
A clone? Bruce Wayne clone?
What are you talking about? No, I'm talking about the billionaire Bruce Wayne. That's probably who it is.
But he's Batman.
He's got all the money and resources to be that. So wouldn't it make sense that instead of just running a business, he'd be like some sort of super thing?
Lawrence, who do you think he is?
Aquaman.
Good guess. This game comes out June 2nd, 2015. Please hurry. I need more Batman right now. Please.
It's a Star Wars trailer happening on Friday. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, Jurassic Park on Thursday.
It already leaked out.
Also,
Darth Vader.
Phil, you saw the whole show, right? We don't need to talk about this trailer that you put in because
Cut out my favorite part of the show.
it's the Batman.
Just
trailer.
say ding, 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 ding.
It's not a
Whatever. Everyone, welcome to the show for the Wednesday. Hi.
All right, it's time for the hump, but this is going to be a cock magic hump. Jenna, you getting it? You getting it? Ho, ha, ha. Ho. Can you see anything? Spool, put your finger between my legs and do it. Come on.
Cool.
Spool, do it.
Do it.
So today on the show, we're asking the question: should you trust game reviews?
Right after I do cock magic. It's no secret that this fall has been packed full of busted-ass games, so don't fear, faithful viewer. Game reviews are here to help you.
Kinda, yeah. In a world of uncertainty and doubt, you can always turn to game reviews to tell you if a game is worth playing or not. Or can you?
We've noticed that in recent months, reviews haven't been very helpful in telling us the state or quality of games when they launch.
And before this starts to sound anything like game journalism sucks or some kind of rant like that, it's not, actually. It has nothing to really do with that. And it's not the reviewer's fault.
That's very true. The current state of gaming means that traditional reviews are actually less helpful than they used to be. For example, Ubisoft recently announced that there will be no early reviews for The Crew.
Well, what?
Yeah, that's no early reviews.
No, I mean, what's The Crew? Is what I'm asking. So the reasoning is understandable. The Crew is meant to be an online game played with real life people in an always online setting.
Right.
Social is the future, everybody.
Naturally, those players wouldn't be there in a pre-release setting. Obviously, you wouldn't have everybody online because there's nobody to play the game.
Right. Why is Ubisoft doing this, Lawrence?
Basically, they claim that the gaming environment, that massively connected online experience, quote, can't be simulated with a handful of devs playing alongside the press.
Burn.
Sure.
It makes sense, but it also sounds a little bit shady. Since there won't be any early access for the game, Ubisoft warns that any early reviews, quote, won't be based on optimal conditions or reflect the finished game, end quote. So basically, Ubisoft is saying if you see a review in the next week or two, don't trust it because it's not right. They're basically setting you up to not pay attention to any negative reviews that may come out early.
Wow. This is really interesting, and for me, I think this is the first time a big publisher has basically said, don't trust traditional reviews.
That's very interesting.
So the question is Ubisoft manipulating the review environment or simply hamstrung by the realities of online connectivity?
Well, we don't work there, so we really can't say. Either way, this is an example of the existing review system not helping you, the gamer. So the question is, how do we fix it?
Oh, I got an easy answer for that. It's dynamic scores.
I don't know about that one.
Not
So,
really.
here's a good example. Polygon actually changes their review scores if there are major updates to a game, but not always.
No. On their website, I quote, it says, if a game changes in a substantive way, we can add an update to our reviews that informs you how and why, and we can modify our scores accordingly.
So why don't they do this for every major update to every game?
They go on to say, we do not guarantee that we'll be able to do this with every game, and whether we do so or not is solely at Polygon's discretion.
All right, SimCity is a good example of this system not working. They changed the score 4 times. It went from a 9.5 to an 8 to a 4 to a 6.5. The last time they updated the review was April 3rd, 2013, and that was way before the offline update, which came on March 18th, 2014.
Yeah, where's my updated Polygon review, Polygon? I need to know if I can go back and play SimCity now.
I mean, I know it's a year later, but they probably should have updated the review now that you can play the game offline.
Ah, boy. So while we can't possibly ask Polygon to update every review for every game when a new update comes out for that game, there has to be a better way than that, right?
there has to be, right?
And especially since our original score is cemented on Metacritic.
Oh, that's right, it's on the website.
It will live there forever, so it almost is as if it doesn't matter.
So we've seen that there is obviously, there's got to be a better way to do reviews, but also we've kind of seen game reviews and game popularity diverging. Destiny's a good example, right, Lawrence?
Yeah, so this is something we see in other media a lot. The difference between what critics think and what people actually shell out their money for. In the case of Destiny, it received pretty normal, middling reviews. It's at a 76 and a 75 on Metacritic for PS4 and Xbox One, respectively. But despite the seemingly tepid scores, it's still the #1 new IP launch of the year, and it sold through 325 million in its first 5 days.
Unbelievable.
Most games don't even hit that in their entire life cycle.
Yeah.
So, yes, this is a clear example of when critics didn't like something, but everyone bought it and had fun with it anyway.
Yep.
So does that mean that critics are getting out of touch? Does that mean that the player base is so big now that they're willing to consume garbage? We can't say. We like it, but it's just it's an example of the system not working.
So I want to go back to the question once again, how the hell do we fix game reviews?
Oh boy, that's a big one. First, maybe wait to write a review if the game launch is a little rough, like it has been for a lot of games recently, or take those launch problems into account when you write your review.
Second, outlets probably need to come clean about what reviews are and why they actually exist.
Yes.
Outlets typically only write reviews because people read them.
Yep.
That equates to views, which equates to ad dollars. Really, it's capitalism. It's about money.
Yeah. Like it or not, reviews are entertainment. They are a product produced for the viewers to consume.
And thirdly, reviewers should state openly what their background and taste in gaming is. Most reviewers today haven't really studied gaming history or have much of a bank of gaming knowledge to draw from. That's obviously subjective, just like a review.
Yeah.
So if a reviewer prefers story-based games or action games, we should really know that beforehand. I think this is a big reason why YouTube works so well. You know the personality so well, so you know who to align yourself with. A good example here is like, how would it be fair for some kid who has never played Dragon Quest to be telling you that a new RPG is total crap? That doesn't make any sense.
Yes. Lawrence, what do we need? I mean, I mean, I know it's a lot of work, but what do we need?
Well, we just need to kind of come clean with ourselves and the audience about what reviews are and why they exist, and make a neat line between the objective part of a review and the subjective part of a review.
Yeah.
To do that, for the objective part, we need standards and practices when it comes to reviewing games. And we also need people that review these games to meet certain standards before they start reviewing games. You know, anyone can jump onto Metacritic and write a user review, but outlets should have a higher cutoff. These people should study games, kind of like people have to study films before they become film critics. Game reviewers should have to study games first so they have a bank of knowledge to draw from.
Right. From there, I guess you kind of be part of an apprenticeship where you move up the ranks of games editorial and eventually become a full-fledged game reviewer, but it takes years. I mean, it takes a really long time to do that.
I prefer my approach, drop out of college and start typing things.
You can do that too.
Poorly.
Ultimately, we here at Inside Gaming say it's up to you, the viewer, to decide which score/outlet you want to trust and choose wisely.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, choose
and
wisely.
I'm just going to come out and say it. Fuck scores. They're so dumb.
I know you don't. I like scores. I know you don't like scores.
It's lazy. It's lazy to write a bunch of paragraphs and say, it feels like an 8.
Well, it depends on how lazy you want to be with the review, and that's actually what we're getting at in this conversation in general.
It's too safe.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It doesn't put you, the reviewer, on the line. It doesn't prove anything. Because you can basically say whatever you want. No one's going to read it. They're going to look at the score. They're going to look at the bullet points because everyone's lazy.
Lawrence, what about you? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, a few. Mostly to Adam's point, I think that putting a score in a review sends the wrong message. Because, like he was saying, reviewers will typically hide behind the fact that their entire article is opinion. So if you challenge them on anything, they're just like, hey bro, it's just my opinion. But then they have a big number at the bottom saying, objectively, this is 80% good.
Right.
I think that those two things are in conflict. And I think also to Adam's point, reviewers should put their reputations on the line and feel comfortable doing that. They should have pride in their reputation instead of just saying, hey bro, it's my opinion. They should say, this is a bad game because of all this history that I'm laying out. And all these examples in the way that the game is developed poorly or made bad decisions. Instead of just saying, it feels bad, 6 out of 10.
Yeah, take it from me. I wrote objective reviews for technology for about 6 years at G4, and I had to put a score to everything. And anytime somebody challenged me on that score, I would sit there and argue with them. I had a detailed argument because I actually had to review that technology, and I had a lot of bullet points, and I spent a lot of time with everything to make sure that I supported the score.
To be fair, Bruce will argue with you over the finer points of cock magic, so that's fine.
That's true. I will argue about pretty much everything.
So anyway, play the crew, don't play the crew, hate it, whatever, have fun. That's all we care about. If you want to have fun playing games, that's what it really is.
Just have fun.
Doesn't matter what some stranger says on the internet.
On to your trailers to get the evolution of Evolve, episode 3, Creating a Hunter. Phil, did you fall asleep during the episode? Are you okay?
Yep.
What's in the trailer?
Talk about the hunters in the game and the creation of them, how each one's different, and what went into making said hunter.
What made them decide to give certain hunters boobs and other hunters no boobs?
There's only 2 women.
Okay, but what about the boob sizes? I imagine there's some difference there.
Everyone's different.
Are you more excited about this or Jurassic World?
Jurassic World.
Okay.
Cock magic is a thing.
Okay.
It's a term for when you do something silly with your penis, like you're
He does actual magic.
He's like David Copperfield.
He turns it into David Copperfield. It's kind of the first stuff that he does, where he just is moving paper towel around over his dick. That's kind of the original, the only actual. But he was the best. You should have Spool put his hand through your leg.
Oh yeah, will you do that? No. Come on, Spool.